Yay. Thank you, everyone, for being here in this week's meditation guided practice. Thank you to everyone who is in the live with me, holding this space. I couldn't do it without you. And thank you to everyone who is watching the recording. I'm really looking forward to exploring this one this week. The theme is authenticity. So we'll have a little chat about that before going into the guided practice. It's interesting because authenticity has come up for me. Every year it comes up and I explore it a little bit more deeply. And my sister, Sean, is really dropping into it as well, which is beautiful to see because as we explore this topic, any topic, and we start to share what's come through, we get our wisdom, we get these little gems of wisdom that we share with one another. Other things can also unlock in our own mind, in our body. So just a deep thank you for everyone who is exploring these topics and sharing so openly. Authenticity. So let's bring that one into the circle right now. You probably can hear the word, well, you hear me saying it. Maybe some of you can see the word written. Maybe some of you can feel that word, authenticity. Take a deep breath into it. Authenticity. Maybe you repeat it in your mind. Take a deep breath and notice how your body responds to this topic of authenticity or authentic self. I can already notice my breath has changed. There's a tightening actually that's coming. You need to take a deeper breath. So notice in yourself what happened. Is there anywhere in your body that contracts? Is there anywhere that opens? How is your breath dancing with this topic? Are you leaning or twisting to one side? Just notice how your body responds to exploring this topic. There might be feelings of excitement, curiosity, and they're words to describe the feeling, but what is the sensation inside of you? Where are you first drawn to? And if you take a deep breath, and if you can say the word authenticity out loud, maybe you say it in your mind, but try it if you can say it out loud and notice how your body responds to that. And then let's try my authentic self. Deep breath in and then say it out loud. My authentic self. And I welcome you to write in the chat, everyone who's in the live, obviously, write down what this means for you. So you can share how your body responds or what ideas you have around authenticity. If you have curiosity, anxiety, excitement, if you have explored this topic before, any other associated words with this topic, I welcome you to write it down in the chat and I'll read it out as we go along to see what comes through for everyone. We got anything there yet? Just ice cream in there still, okay. All right, because I know this word, authenticity, is a buzzword. It's one that many of us have seen and heard on our social media. Maybe we've been to events or we've been to yoga classes or meditation classes or circles, and we've heard this word, authenticity, or be your authentic self. And maybe it's kind of inspiring, like, yeah, I'm going to be my authentic self. That sounds amazing. It sounds so simple. I'll just show up and be my authentic self. But what does it mean? So what does it actually mean? Let me see if there's anything coming through for anyone right now. Thank you for joining in. So accepting and displaying my full Leo self. Leo, yes, so connected to the energy of Leo, so connected to this topic. Free expression bring feelings of anxiety and excitement. Feels like a gate you freedom. Great for freedom. Sadness. Thank you. I thought there was some more sadness. Yeah. These feelings and experiences that we have around this topic Oh, two. I didn't guess the word two. These are all valid. And these experiences and ideas and feelings that we have whenever we explore anything, the primary thing is, can we accept what's there? That's why I'm asking these questions. We don't have to like what's there or what we think about it. We don't have to deeply love the feelings we have around these topics, but it's more of, can we first of all accept the sensations and the emotions that we have around any topic, but specifically today, authenticity. And whenever anything comes up today, just write in the chat and I will come back to it as well. So I want to begin, before we drop any deeper, to say this is not about anybody else. This is about you. So don't worry about if a question pops up to say, how do I be my authentic self with other people? Before that, the exploration wants to be, how can I meet myself more deeply? First, we have to meet ourselves, all parts of ourselves. The parts that make us cringe, the parts that disgust us, the parts that we're afraid of, the parts that we distract from or push away, the parts that we deny. And the interesting part about the ones I just described, them examples, are they can disguise within us. They can hide. They're very tricky and sneaky. They can hide very well within this beautiful vessel. They don't show themselves a lot of the time in plain view. That's why finding words can be tricky when we're saying, how do we welcome all parts of ourselves? It's more about the sensation. How can I be with the sensations that arise? And then we kind of cut out the noise of the mind of trying to understand different parts of ourselves. We actually come to feel. And then it's easier to let go of our bias of what we like about ourselves, what we don't like, what we accept, what we push away. It's more about, can I be with the feelings when they arise, the sensations? So today, as a practice, this is something we'll take into our daily life. Notice when sensations arise inside of you. So vibrations or tension or contractions or emptiness, hollowness, pulsing. Just notice where in your body calls to you and what the sensation is, and take a deep breath and be with it. Just for a moment and say, I see you, I feel you, and come back to listening and just keep flowing through back and forth. And this is also going to be strengthening our ability to stay with all that is and strengthen our focus as well. There's also another side of this, which often gets missed, is the parts of ourselves that we, our desires, the parts that we love, our gifts, the things that we enjoy. Sometimes they can also be dismissed or pushed aside because we don't feel that they'll be accepted within our community or within society, or somewhere along the line we've created this belief that that part is not welcome. So it's this full human spectrum within our incredible vessel. It is asking for us to stay, to feel. And as I mentioned, this starts with how well, how deeply can you be with the sensation? And it's just to accept that it's there. It's not that you have to do anything. You don't have to move it, shift it. You don't even have to love it. It's just about being with it and observing it and saying, you can stay. You don't need to know when this, where this memory is from or this belief. You don't need to know any of that. It will come through time with being with your body. But at first, the first practice is staying with the sensation. And it's so simple. And even so simple that the mind might say, what is this? Like, this is boring. Like, or I can't be with this, it's too painful. The mind can come into play. So if that ever does happen, just shake it off, shake your body around, take some deep breaths, and find that courage inside of you to take a deep breath, go in and feel again. So notice with what I've shared, if any of this is new for you in relation to authenticity, see how it feels in your body. And let's practice. What is most alive inside of you right now? What sensation is saying, hey, over here, come sit with me and feel? And you don't need to push it away. You're just noticing. And we'll come to find what shame feels like, what guilt feels like, what pleasure feels like, what anger or jealousy feels like. Emotions, they feel like something, they reside in the body, they vibrate in a certain way. And when we're able to feel and be with all parts of ourselves, we then naturally welcome all parts of ourselves and we radiate from that our authentic essence. So it's not that we have to plan how we show up in the world. We show up the way that we are, whole, and that is authenticity. And we get to decide what we speak or how we move our body. We have space to decide how we express in this world. So authenticity can look like stillness and silence. It can also look like movement and singing and music and art. It can look so many different ways, but it's not planned by the mind. It is a natural opening from who we are, our true essence. And that's authenticity. This is how I relate to it anyway. So I feel like authenticity is this practice of returning. It is a doorway to ourselves. And in that returning to ourselves, the expression comes through to share with other people. So at first, it has to begin with us. Otherwise, we run the risk of performing for others, to be accepted, to be loved, to be seen a certain way, or to fit a certain role. So let's just sit with that a minute and see what comes through. You can write down in the chat if you need to remember some things, or if you're journaling, see what comes through. More things will probably come to the surface after what I've shared. These are just some words that I'm using to connect to this topic. I feel it deeply in my body, and I'm trying to pick these words from this English language, this tool that I have to express my relationship to authenticity. Your words will sound different. You will feel this differently inside of you. Some things will resonate, some things might not, and that's okay. Just accepting what is present after you've received all of this from me. Okay. So we're going to go deep diving now. We've opened up and we've said yes to this exploration. So I want us to shift some energy. Now you might decide to take some deep breaths, some real conscious deep inhales, deep exhales. You might want to shake your body. You might want to do some toning, like some sounds. You might want to, what else could you do? You might want to jump around. You might want to dance, just something to shift the energy. So we're going to work on that, whichever you choose to do. It could be something completely different to that, something where we're choosing to shift the energy. So we're going to do that for the next 30 seconds before we deepen into our practice. I'm gonna mute myself in case I make some strange noises and distract you. Okay, find a moment in the stillness after the shift of energy and notice how that feels. A simple practice that you can do at any point to reset. You'll find ways that feel good for you. whether it's shaking or twisting or putting your arms in the sky and shaking or making loud noises or thumping, tapping your thighs. After 30 seconds, just notice a clearing space is made. And now we're going to anchor in our breath. So we'll have one point of focus, simply noticing the quality of our breath right now, just noticing the way that it moves in and out of the body. And we'll have one point of awareness in our space. The reason for doing this is to let the nervous system know that your body is safe, there's no danger, that you will survive if you close your eyes. Now, you're the only one who can decide that, not me. I have no idea where you are. So take a look around your space, let your eyes wander. One point of awareness, looking around your space. One point of awareness, noticing the breath. I mean, you might have things in your space that trigger you for whatever reason. They make you feel uncomfortable. But ask the question, am I safe in my space? Can I turn my awareness inwards right now? And if the answer is yes, and you trust your answer, then see how it feels to close your eyes down. It might be that your eyes don't want to close and you want to gaze at the ceiling or outside the window. Let your eyes rest there and choose to focus on your breath so the eyes can gaze and your breath is your anchor. Feel yourself becoming more settled in your body. Now we welcome ourselves home. We feel where the inhale breath reaches within us. We notice how the body opens and softens when we exhale. Feeling ourselves held by the earth beneath us. Feeling ourselves held by the elements around us, holding us in this moment. Give yourself permission to be held, to let go of anything that is heavy for you, any lingering thoughts, any unnecessary tension. Let yourself be held. And feel that channel open between you and the earth, you and the elements, constantly in relationship. And let your gratitude expand from you for having this moment for yourself, for offering yourself this time to be held and to get to know yourself more deeply. Now comes the honesty that is so closely linked with authenticity. What is alive for you in this moment? And go for the word tied to the energy. So it might be, I'm feeling tired today. I'm overheating. I'm exhausted. I'm whatever it is. I'm feeling grief pass through, rage, excitement, curiosity, whatever it is. What is alive? And there can be 2 or 3 different emotions that arise. First of all, it's just accepting what is right now. The biggest part. Not trying to be anything different, just meeting yourself. And how does what you've come to understand with your mind, how and where does that sit inside of your body? Ask the question in your mind and turn your awareness deeply inside of you and see where you're pulled to. And be sure to check all of your body, because a lot of the time we can be drawn to our torso area, specifically the front. A lot of the time we're focused on the front. What happens if you have a quick scan? Your face, sides of your head, the back of your head, your armpits, between your shoulder blades, your tailbone, pelvis, legs, back of the knees, feet, toes. And then feeling the full body and seeing where is the energy inside of you in this moment? Where is it the loudest or most noticeable? And then most noticeable might even be an emptiness. It doesn't have to be hot or vibrant or buzzing. It could actually be an emptiness that you're drawn to. Let yourself sit there with this sensation and simply notice how the energy feels and how it moves when you sit with it. So it's like you're sitting with an old friend or an animal that you love deeply or a tree that you're connected to. And you're sitting there and you're not trying to change this energy that you're feeling. You're wanting to be curious and sit with it and see all the qualities of this energy. And see if you can notice that moment where there is a shift. The energy moves. It becomes louder or more quiet. And if the mind gets loud, you can notice that too, and then come back and say, I'm here. I feel you. You are welcome here. You are a part of me. That is one truth that you know, because it is there. Therefore, you are accepting the truth of this reality in this moment. And you've met a part of yourself more deeply today than you have done all day. The next phase of being with yourself, welcoming all parts of yourself, is asking this energy, what next? Do you want me to stretch? Do you want me to bring some sound down by making a tone with my voice? Do you want me to place my hands over this space, like distance between, as though you're feeling the energy from this space? Does it want your touch? Does it want to move or dance? Or does it want stillness? Let's take the next 30 seconds to see what comes through. Stay there and breathe with that. A simple practice you can do at any time. Okay. Now gently expand the arms out nice and slowly so that your fingers reach either side of you. Your chest opens and lifts. And take 3 deep breaths there. And see where your arms want to go in the next exhale. Do you need a big hug? Do you want to curl up? Do you want to let your arms rest and your chest stay open? And let this be in deep gratitude for what your body has shared with you today. It has felt safe enough to be seen and to be felt. We're going to continue to go deeper and peel back some layers. Let everything be that is right now. Find a stillness. You might want to adjust your position. If you're sitting, you might want to lay, or if you're laying, you might want to sit. I welcome this part of the practice to be connected to through a stillness so that you don't miss anything. Any movement that wants to come, notice it and try to keep it till the end if it's possible. But obviously it is your practice, so I trust your journey. So feeling the whole of you. Feeling the energy surrounding your body. You might feel a gentle pressure on your skin, your outer case. So feel if you notice where the energy radiates to. You might feel the space between your physical body and this energy field, maybe a centimeter away, or the distance of a centimeter, or maybe it's a meter, or maybe it's the whole room. But just notice yourself, your physical body held within what feels like an energy field. You might see it as a light. You might feel it as an element of some kind. And notice the sensation on your skin when you tune into this space around you. Feel yourself held. Be sure to check in with the back of the body too. Fully held, the whole of you, the whole of your physical body. And take a deep breath in and go beneath your skin to your blood, to your lymph, to your bones and your muscles. Feel within your physical body. We'll get to the organs next. So feel within your body. You might be able to feel the pulse of your blood moving through you. You might be drawn to a certain part, but just scan through your body, feeling within you. Another layer. And go even deeper now into your organs, exploring your heart, your lungs, your liver, your spleen, your intestines, your throat, your brain, your pelvis, your womb, your ovaries. And if anything's not there physically, just feeling into the energetics that are held in these spaces. Notice the difference that you're feeling as you go deeper. And now we're going to find a sweet spot inside where you can rest, your little sanctuary where you can sit. Place your awareness there and rest. It might be in one of the more dense areas like the heart or the stomach, or maybe it is at the top of the head or in the palms of the hands or a meter in front of you. Just notice where you're naturally drawn to and breathe into that space. Deep, nourishing breaths, receiving this life force that moves through us. And the exhale, our gift, our release to the outside world, nourishing the plants and the trees. Rest there for a moment. And start to notice a light in this place if you can. If you're struggling to visualize today, don't worry. Keep your awareness there and notice what happens in sensation as I continue to guide us. So if you see a light, what color is it? Is it a clear light? Does it look smoky? Is it moving? And notice how familiar this light is. This light, this source that has been with you since you arrived, since you was in your mother's womb. This light that has followed you through your whole journey so far and will continue to follow you to the very end of this human experience. Feel how familiar that light is, this source. Notice how it makes your body feel as you remember, as the ideas and the beliefs and the roles and all of the things that are playing around in our mind as they start to fall. You might see that a certain way, the falling or the opening to meet this light. And now with each inhale, let that light move through you and beyond you into your energy field so you can bathe in this light, in the truth of who you are, whatever word you want to give it. Don't get too hung up on the language, but that feeling, that knowing, let it move through you. Let yourself bathe, let yourself be nourished. Each inhale is a welcoming of this light, and exhale is the moving of the light around you, filling all spaces. Let's rest in that for a moment. Let yourself remember who you are. Keep the breath as your anchor. If there's any wandering. And notice now, get very familiar with this sensation of yourself bathing in this light, of this remembrance of who you are. Become familiar with this because it will guide you. It will remind you when you've come off course from who you are, or when you're trying to be something that you're not, when you're denying or pushing away. And you can find this light and you can feel this light and you can bathe in it and you can remember and you can be guided from that place. Guided from this place instead of by the mind, what the mind thinks is the way forward. It is coming from this place. Open up to the energy of gratitude for deepening into this practice. And now with each inhale, draw the light into your heart. Let yourself come into your heart space. So feel your chest opening, your shoulders relax. Let there be space in the chest and the heart. And from this place, let's be curious about these questions I'm about to ask. What are you noticing that is depleting you in your life? In your days, when are you feeling depleted, exhausted, feeling out of alignment? Just bring your awareness to that moment. You might know. You might think you know exactly what it is. First, just bring it into your awareness and let it sit there. And with a trust and with curiosity, ask for this to unravel so you can really see the truth of what is happening in that situation in your life. Not to quickly cut cords with anything, to push anything away. There's a reason this is in your life. So to explore it deeper and let it come through gradually and in ways that you can hold it and to see more deeply. It might not be that you don't have the vision of what it is. So the feeling of when you're feeling depleted or exhausted or out of alignment, the last time that happened, just bring it in and let it sit with you and say, I'm ready to see what that is. I'm ready to take a deeper look at that. And this isn't about rushing. This is just about noticing. Say thank you to that part. Thank you so much for showing me. And feel that trust start to build in yourself. And now the final question. What quality would support you moving through this week? What quality would you like to cultivate or call in? It might be the courage, maturity, fun, might be more pleasure, more joy. What is it that you want to call in to support you this week? And let us open up our arms to reach, to draw it in. So reach through the fingers, reach through the arms. In your mind, tell yourself what it is you're calling in. Take a deep inhale and pull this quality into you. Remember this quality within you and hold yourself, squeeze yourself and say yes, 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 yes to calling in this quality to help you through this week. And let yourself sit in this practice. Let yourself integrate all the efforts of what we've just done together. Let your body move. Let your breath dance. Let yourself be in the space. No need to rush. And as you come back to your space, I'll share with you a card that I pulled, only one today because my other ones are packed. I've just arrived here, so I haven't got everything with me. But the card that I pulled is this one, Sacred Contract. And you can see it. But this is all about our relationship to something that is higher than our ego, basically connecting to a source that is beyond who we think we are, this contract with our purpose for being here, for showing up. And I think actually that ties in beautifully with today's practice, because it is going beyond all of the ideas that we have about ourselves and the beliefs and the ways in which we think we should show up. And it kind of gives us this space to try something new or to let something new move through us, which takes a lot of courage. And it takes us making space to get into the frequency that we've got ourselves into during this practice. So making space, it doesn't have to be much time during the day. It's just the intention of choosing to return to feel and be guided from that place and allowing ourselves to be surprised with what comes through. It's probably not going to be anything that we've thought of so far, which might challenge some of the creations that we've already been working on, or relationships, projects, ideas. There might be that challenge with that. But if you keep returning to that light or that feeling, the one that we just connected to, you will be held there. You will be supported. Everything that you need will arrive. Thank you all so much for trust in me to guide you through this practice. And I really appreciate everybody who has held this space with me and everybody who will watch the recording. Thank you so much. We are going to end this recording and we'll go into our private space to see what comes through.